is Ray Tejeda. I've been a machinist for 35 years. I'm the owner of the company Dream Tools, and I've been in business for 12 years. And I have, over the years, faced with the challenge of setups. You know, setup time for machine operations. For customers, it takes a while to machine the jaws for a particular job, and obviously we need to charge the customers for machining the jaws plus the cost of the jaws. I always dream that people will maybe someday they will develop something. You know, and I look at the magazines. I look at all the magazines, and for us it's like a Bible. All these magazines, and I will sit in lunchtime and trying to see all the products that they have, and nobody ever thought of it. Yeah. Until I look at myself in the mirror and says, "You're gonna have to develop it." Okay. So I developed what I call the Dream Stop, and just to show you what other companies have used in the past, these stops are very useful, and they also have magnets where the magnet makes it parallel to the face of the chuck, and then all you do is put in your part and clamp it. So it's a very easy setup, and it's very nice. However, the big problem that they have, these stops, is that if you need to drill through the part, you can, because then you will be machining the stop itself. Well, another problem is that they sell you a set of 3 or a set of 5, and they're very crude increments of 3/16 or 5 millimeter increments. So if you need to set up your part somewhere within the 3 millimeter increments, well, you're out of luck. With my stop, with the Dream Stop, you have increments of 1.5 millimeter increments rather than 5 millimeter increments with this. So you have up to 18 different sizes. I developed my stop where it also is magnetized against the face of the chuck just as well, so for easy setup. However, with these sliding blocks, you can set it up so that you can place them in the correct position, so you can have your drill be able to go through the part. You can face or ID work through the part itself, and obviously a lot of the parts that need to be threaded or tapped through the part, the center of the part. And there is plenty enough clearance in the back so you can go through the part, either drilling, boring, or tapping operations. And that's one of the main advantages of this stop that these other stops don't offer, and they can offer it. It's a huge time saver for any machine shop. And it saves money because you don't have to buy the jaws or the time it takes to machine the jaws as well. And it could be reusable for any part. I have different sizes. This particular is an 8-inch for an 8-inch chuck, this is an 8-inch chuck. So this is actually made for this 8-inch chuck. For smaller sizes, it's 6-inch chuck. We have this as a smaller one, and we're also working on a 5-inch. With the new development of this one that uses a lead screw, you have infinite adjustment, because you could actually move the part, a few thousandths of an inch in the seat depth of the chuck, just by turning the lead screw. The seat depth can be adjusted in and out very, very quickly. And once you have set up your seat depth, All you need to do is lock it in place with the nut, and then it sets the correct depth. And then you just place it back in there, because now your C depth that you want is right in there. And every single part that you machine, it will always be at the correct depth.